Welcome to Learn English with Arabic Subtitles. In today's topic, we are going to be discussing very closely a new scientific breakthrough that shook the foundation of the space industry. A new spacecraft, which is called a solar orbiter, has managed for the first time ever to capture a very close-up details of the sun's surface. This spacecraft was designed by a British company, and it is designed to withstand the scorching heat of the sun. And it has managed to do something that no other spacecraft has managed to do before, that capturing the sun's surface. So, I'll leave you with the video. A European NASA spacecraft has sent back the closest pictures ever taken of the sun's surface. Scientists released the first photos taken by Solar Orbiter last week. The spacecraft was launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida in February. What is a solar orbiter? A solar orbiter is a satellite mission to explore the inner regions of the Sun and the helisphere from a near-Sun orbit. The overall objective of a solar orbiter is to provide close-up views of the Sun's high-latitude regions.
A European and NASA spacecraft has sent back the closest pictures ever taken of the Sun's surface. They show the surface has thousands of small solar flares, or what scientists are calling campfires. The orbiter was around 77 million kilometers away from the Sun, about halfway between Earth and the Sun, when it took the pictures. Solar Orbiter's pictures are the first images from so close to the Sun's surface. They show colored swirls, bright yellow and dark gray. These small flares could help explain why the Sun's outer covering, the corona, is 300 times hotter than the star's surface. David Bergmans is with the Royal Observatory of Belgium. He was the lead scientist who developed the instrument that took the images. The $1.5 billion spacecraft will move even closer to the Sun's surface in the next 2 years. The spacecraft will change its orbit as the mission goes on. This will make it possible for Solar Orbiter to take the first pictures of the solar poles. Solar Orbiter also carries plasma sampling instruments to offer researchers additional information about the Sun's civilian space program. Solar Orbiter's main mission of examining the Sun's polar areas will help researchers understand the causes of solar wind, electrically charged particles that go through our solar system. Solar wind can affect satellites and electronics on Earth. This is just the beginning of the long epic journey of Solar Orbiter.
Now, it's a mission to unlock more secrets of the Sun. The British-built Solar Orbiter spacecraft, which launched earlier this year, has taken the closest pictures of the Sun ever. The joint mission between NASA and the European Space Agency is studying the inner workings of the Sun in unprecedented detail and finding out more about how it affects us here on Earth. Here's our science correspondent, Rebecca Morell.
Our Sun seen in remarkable close-up detail. These images taken by Solar Orbiter reveal something we've never seen before. Small solar flares across the whole surface, which scientists have called campfires.
Seeing these images for the first time was breathtaking. And when we look at the Sun in these images, we're able to see explosions happening all throughout the Sun's atmosphere, and we weren't expecting to see that. And that's the beauty of it, finding new things for the first time, seeing the Sun in a new way, in a way that we couldn't have imagined.
Vehicles cleared the tower.
The spacecraft started its mission in February. Built in the UK, it's designed to cope with extreme temperatures as it nears our star. The Earth is about 93 million miles from the Sun, and other missions have taken solar pictures from just above our planet. But on its first pass, Solar Orbiter got much closer, within 48 million miles. And over the next 2 years, it's heading closer still, within 25 million miles of the Sun. This will give us a totally new view.
But in the next few years, we'll actually be able to pull up and look down on the Sun above the North Pole and then later on at the South Pole. And we've never done that before. We've never taken pictures of the North and South Pole of the Sun. And it could be dramatically different to what we see around the equator.
Today's images are just a glimpse of what's to come. The hope is this mission will finally shed light on our star. Rebecca Morrell, BBC News.
Time for the weather now. Philip Avery.
Saw in my video, this is something that's never been done before. It has only been achieved recently by a British spacecraft company. And now, thanks to that spacecraft, we have the chance to see the Sun from a close-up distance. For more videos like this one, subscribe to my channel. Take care. Today's vocabulary. Spacecraft. The spacecraft will launch tomorrow. Sun. The sun rises from the east. Explain. The teacher is explaining the lesson. Scientist. The scientist created a car. Space. Who was the first American in space?